Hello everybody, my name is Burd, and today we're going to be starting a playthrough of Warhammer 40K Boltgun. So let's go ahead. We're just going to go ahead and start on medium, just to be safe. Not sure how hard this is going to get, if difficult at all.
Once touched by the hand of chaos remains untainted. You are under the dominion of the Ordo Malleus to assist my investigations into a world that has already felt that fell's influence.
Alright.
Gaia has been under the close watch of the Inquisition since the Grim Skull War. The Forge world remains largely secure, but we have picked up concerning energy readings in the surrounding system. I have my suspicions, although we have not had sufficient time to pinpoint the origin of these foul energies. While most of the planet remains unaffected, it is my belief that rogue elements within the Adeptus Mechanicus may have been experimenting with a surviving fragment of Inquisitor Drogon's power source. Your mission is to assist me in locating a fragment of the power source. While I consider this threat extremely serious, your superiors have seen fit to second only a handful of you to my supervision. In the absence of a larger force, we should pray to the Emperor that this does not develop into a more dire situation. This servo skull will guide you. In Commodus here is one of the few sanctified and preserved from the purging of Drogon's heretical archives. Together, you will search sites where communication has become sporadic. Should you encounter any opposition, you may assume they have been tainted by the ruinous powers. Suffer not the heretic to live. While I continue my investigations aboard the Crown, you will be deployed to a habitation zone we lost contact with several cycles ago. You should assume the situation to be extremely hostile.
I would only hope so.
Beware. We do not know how far the taint of the arch-enemy spreads.
Do gotta say that I really do like the pixel art so far. Loaded. Drop zone, erroneous, Imperium. Oh, I did not get to finish reading that. Right. Damage accumulating, address wounds. Let's look around here a little bit more. Alright, so right click charges up your chainsword. Left click doesn't seem to be doing anything. That's alright, I'm sure we'll figure out more as we play. There is a jump. Pretty floaty one. You can jib the dead bodies on the ground. Good start, good start. Alright, let's just go ahead and keep moving with it. Approach Medicaid to administer to wounds. Simple enough. Medical artifact, advocate to use. Chainsword application required, press V. Okay, so I guess just right click is like a melee button. Oh. Okay, it looks like enemies have health bars. Oh, it's like a... Wait. Oh, okay, so that's pretty interesting. So the melee function in the game sort of goes into almost a VATS-like situation from Fallout 4 where it slows down the game time, and you can lock on to an enemy. That's pretty interesting, so I guess it makes melee a better option. So I know in a few of these boomer shooters and such that sometimes melee is only ever last resort, rather than being something genuinely applicable. do like the jump. I do also like the little bit of a vault that there is. Your Ultramarine will grab onto ledges and such. The sounds are, the sound design in general is pretty good. I do like the weight that your Marine has whenever he's stepping. The music on the main menu was a little odd. I don't know, whenever I think of Warhammer, I don't think of cheesy 90s electric guitar. Okay, door operated by switch, approach, engage utility with E. I don't think of like a cheesy electric guitar, I think of like a dark, gothic, churchy, maybe a little bit of synthwave. Well, not synthwave, just a heavy synth. Forward movement impeded, locate key. Alright. Accessing key requires charge F. Use a rapid charge advised F. Okay, so you have like a dash move. Oh, and there's a sprint. Let me see if I can set that to just auto run. I always prefer auto run for these types of games anyways. It's almost always in your best interest to be as moving as fast as possible, unless there's like a stamina system, which, I don't know, would be kind of weird to have a Ultramarine bound by stamina. Let's see here. I'll go run on, so... I guess I'll just leave that with on. I hope there's an option to make it run only. That'd be kind of nice. Though I'm not sure, maybe the level design a little bit later will lend it better to being slower, but we will see. Got a bolter already? Good. Was wondering if we were going to be stuck with a melee weapon only for a bit. Okay. Alright, let's see how we do on fall damage. A bolter has a great sound to it as well. It's kind of a requirement. If you're going to be playing a 40k game, you need the bolter to sound decent. Okay, Heretics present, Purge in the name of the Emperor. Alright, way ahead of you. Guess I should talk about my relationship with the 40k franchise. I was aware of classic Warhammer prior to 40k. Go ahead and clearing out this room. Just one day I found out about 40k, just through osmosis, you know, you're just going through the internet and you just see these really, really cool guys in giant armor, and you see them fighting aliens and stuff. See demons, and it just looks interesting, so looked into the world a little bit more, and found out about the tabletop game. Have not played the tabletop game at all. I just don't have the money or the time, or the friends to devote myself to collecting miniatures, and I also don't have the patience to paint either. But other than that, I went on and found out about like comics and the books. So exfiltration room found, leave with E. So that's just how you end a level. Okay. Found out about the books and the comics, and thought that that would be something a lot more digestible in my speed. So I read through the first 3 books in the Horus Heresy series just to get a basis on the lore. Really enjoyed those a lot, and just recently started listening to them again on Audible. I haven't been reading books as often, especially following high school. Unfortunately, you know, American public school just kind of beats the love of books out of any student. Happened to me. Used to be a really big reader, and then just started to hate reading because it was forced upon me all the time, and had to meet reading requirements, and you had to take tests on every book you read, and had to have so many points to basically get a passing grade at the end. Right, time, kills, secrets, difficult. So it's just like Doom and the end screen. But what was I gonna say? But I started using Audible recently because it's a lot easier to listen to a book. And then on top of that, I can do it while I'm driving to and from work. Local weapon batteries inactive. Conclusion acquired by Heretics. Purge. Placements. Couldn't finish what he said. But yeah, just started using Audible to listen to books and such. And hopefully I'll be able to get through the whole Horus Heresy series. I know it's something like 100 books, so it's going to be a lot of time to devote to it. Other than that, I've also played a handful of other 40k games. Played Dawn of War 1 pretty religiously for a while. Base game and expansions, and I remember I also played the Apocalypse mod a lot. Other than that, I played Space Hulk Deathwing a little bit. Luckily, after they had released the enhanced edition, so like I know a lot of people really hated the base game, and I saw gameplay and such, and read critiques, and it did look pretty rough, but I only ever played the enhanced edition with friends a few times. And what else? Played the 40k Space Marine game that came out on the 360 and PS3 and PC, the one where it was kind of like a Gears of War cover shooter. I played through that. Am looking forward to the sequel. I might even record that whenever it does fully come out, assuming that it releases into something solid. And recently started playing Darktide with my friends. I'm enjoying Darktide for the most part. I know during launch there was a lot of complaints regarding loot and progression and such, which is a shame because of how solid Vermintide was. Oh, Vermintide 2 was, at least at launch. Played a lot of Vermintide 2 with my friends. So, other than that, I would consider myself a very casual enjoyer. I mean, I know the people out there that are spending hundreds on the figurines and such, and they're so deep into the lore. I mean, I know enough to get by if I ever had to discuss it with anyone or talk about it. And I'm definitely willing to learn more. It's just taking the time to read or listen to the books and make your way through the comics and such. Let's check in the back of this cave. I might have missed something. Also, I'm attempting some new recording methods. I just kind of started doing that with my Half-Life playthrough. And if you are watching this, don't worry, I am going to be simultaneously releasing both the end of Half-Life 1's playthrough and starting this playthrough at the same time. That way, if I'm playing through a game and you don't want to watch that specific game, I should hopefully also be in the middle of starting another game. I have a hard time sitting down and paying attention to a single game at a time, just because my attention span has been fried by internet usage and such. Am I going the way I came? Just keep looking around. But I am trying a new recording method, and like I was saying, I started doing it with Half-Life. Adjusted my mic gain a little bit. I hope every single last one of my words are actually getting picked up and I'm not cutting in and out too much. And also trying to minimize the amount of keyboard and mouse sounds that you're hearing in the finished and edited product. Right, I must be blind or something. Is there like a auto map function like Doom or? Nope, okay. That is okay. Mighty pad, beware, Arvis lighter, descent probability. You have frag grenade. Okay, so Q is for frag grenades. Frag grenades. Kind of nice that they're throwable rather than a whole weapon. Okay, this is where I'm supposed to go. Can I turn off the health bars? I'm not the biggest fan of that. I feel like it just kind of gets in the way. So No, it doesn't look like it. I don't see it being in the controls. Doubt it's going to be in the video option. No, it is not. Display? Safe. No. Level. Well, that's a shame. I would like to turn it off. I don't know. It just feels like it's kind of a needless thing. I don't think in any boomer shooter I've played up to this point, Dusk, Medieval, the Blood re-releases, I don't think I've played a single game like this where I'm thinking, wow, I need a health bar. Unless it's something like Ultra Kill, but that's... Ultra Kill's its own beast. I do like that it tells you how big the grenade explosion is going to be. It's pretty useful. Hopefully, I mean, of course, the beginning enemies are going to be brain dead. And I haven't really looked too much into this game. I kind of wanted to go into it almost entirely blind. Oop, it spooked me there for a second. I can imagine there's probably going to be a lot worse things later on. I mean, if they're talking about Primarchs and stuff that have been corrupted by chaos, I can imagine we're going to be taking care of demons and such. Which will be fun. Yep, Chaos Space Marine. Awesome. Seems to be hit stunned pretty hard from that. It's like he didn't even try and fight back. It's kind of a shame. I wonder if difficulty changes will affect being stunned. Okay, so I guess it was just something glitched out with that Chaos Marine earlier, because that one was shooting while I was hitting him, so good to know. Woo! Keep pressing Q to switch my weapon, but switch back to my previous weapon. I still got Half-Life on the mind. I do like that you can use the chainsword even with a primary weapon still equipped, so you don't have to switch your weapon. That's really nice. You know, I could see the like little melee lock-on be used for platforming and stuff later. If maybe there's platforms or targets that you can select while you're in the air, because you seem to fly into whatever you're looking at regardless of your momentum. Let me check something. Oh yeah, definitely. Hopefully that's used for like platforming or something later. That'd be pretty interesting. Okay, so you can mash V once you hit someone with your chainsword. Keep it there. Pretty cool. What does the fist pickup do? Tell you what, let me try adjusting the volume just a little bit. It's kind of on the side. And for me as well, and I'm seeing it maybe peak a little bit too high in the recording software. Picked up a machine spirit, medical artifact. I wonder if there's going to be other factions to contend with, or if it's only just going to be chaos corrupted humans and marines, and I'd also assume demons later on. That's something I really did enjoy about the 40K Space Marine game, was starting off with the green skins and then having demons and Chaos Marines be a bigger threat later on. Righty, let's find out how to get out of here. Okay, no, I went up there. Probably back here, maybe. Or is this where I came from? I hear something up there. So far, the music and gameplay has been a little bit more fitting. Still not what I typically think of when I think of 40K, but you know what? It's fun. Oh, another game I forgot to mention that I did play was the Mechanicus game, the isometric strategy game. That had an excellent soundtrack. I actually think I have yet to play a 40K game with a more fitting soundtrack. I guess I also did technically play Necromunda Hired Gun as well, though that's Necromunda and not 40K. Plague Toads, alright, so we're gonna get more Chaos Gods than probably just one. So we got Nurgle, so we'll see whenever the representatives of the others start to show up. Whoop, almost fell off there. Looks like there's a secret over there. Let's see if we can get over to it. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Woo. Pretty good. All right. Something. Whoop. Kraken Boltgun magazine. That like a... Okay, no, it's a temporary boost, I'd assume. Okay, so you can use the chainsword as a good platforming tool. I'm sure that'll be useful later on whenever things start coming down to the wire and I need to make more split-second decisions. Give me a second to breathe. I may end up turning up the difficulty. We'll see. We'll see. Is there anything up here? Nope. Whoop. Yeah, okay, I really do like the chainsword mechanic. That's pretty fun. Also, it'll be good to know that if I accidentally just throw myself off of a cliff, that I have the ability to just turn right around. Assuming that there's a target to grapple onto. There we go, into the level. Only half the secrets. It took me almost 15 minutes, but eh. Gotta say, the little bit I've played so far, I really am enjoying it. Tell you what, though, this will probably be a great place to go ahead and call it for our first episode. For anyone out there watching, thank you. I do appreciate your time. I'm gonna be uploading new gameplay video at least every day. Gonna at least try to, schedule permits. I'm also gonna start dabbling in the concept of other content as well, not just gameplay. I'd like to make some more scripted things, maybe deep dives, breakdowns, reviews, something or anything. We'll go ahead and we'll get that figured out as time goes on. Once again, thank you for watching. I do appreciate your time, and you have yourself a wonderful day. Adios.